Hello everyone, this is Nahla, and as I promised, I'm going to give you a quick review of every chapter. And as requested, we're going to begin with Unit 5, that is Phonology. So the first thing we need to know in this chapter is the difference between phonetics and phonology. Then we are going to see what is phonemes and allophones. Then we are going to see what is minimal pairs. Then we are going to see what's assimilation, the linking R, the intrusive R, aspiration, constant clusters, syllabic structure, and with that we will finish this unit, I think. Yes, so we are gonna start, and I'm going to send you videos of like 2-3 parts together, not exceeding 10 minutes, because WhatsApp is not allowing me to send longer videos. I tried and it's not happening, so this is the second time I'm recording, and hopefully I'll be able to send it to you guys. Okay, so first of all, let's see what's the difference between phonetics and phonology. So phonetics is dealing with isolated speech sounds by itself. Isolated speech sounds over here is basically consonants and vowels, each one of them by itself. K is an isolated speech sound, is an isolated speech sound, A is an isolated speech sound. So each one of them is an isolated speech sound. And in phonetics, we are studying each one of them separately, how they are produced, how we pronounce them, and how it is classified into consonants and vowels. Here in phonology, we are going to study these isolated speech, how these isolated speeches are combined or merged into each other to produce words or utterances. Okay, so we are going to see here in phonology how these isolated speech sounds combine together to form words or utterances or sentences. So how are we going to combine these isolated speech sounds to make words and to make sentences? And the second paragraph says that there are specific rules of how these phonemes or how these isolated speech sounds are combined to produce words. So we are going to see them one by one. Now we are going to see what is phonemes and allophones. So each isolated speech sound that we have, be it or it be or it be k, all of these are also called as phonemes. Okay, they are also called as phonemes, but in a case. Okay, there is a special case. Phonemes are meaningful sounds. That means that if one of the phonemes replace another phoneme, it's going to change the meaning of a word. So let's take an example. We are going to take an example now. Okay, so let's take an example. We have, for example, we have bat. Okay, we have bat, we have cat, we have rat. Okay, in each one of them, b is a phoneme, k is a phoneme, r is a phoneme, because if you exchange it here, it's going to change the meaning of cat as rat. If you change this over here, it's going to change the meaning of cat into bat. So when these phonemes when this phoneme is taking place of this phoneme, the meaning will change, and that is what phoneme is basically. Okay, that means when it takes place, it's just isolated speech sounds. Okay, it is the same as isolated speech sounds, but they will be called phonemes if it replaces another phoneme, and the meaning will get changed. Okay, in allophones, it is okay, now each phoneme is having allophones. Okay, now for example, we are taking here in the example we have little, and we will see how we are going to take this example. So little over here, it has the phoneme L, okay? So this is the phoneme. This is the phoneme. This phoneme is having two allophones. It has L allophone and it has another L allophone. One is the clear L and the other is the dark L. It is same in written, we write it the same way, but there is a very slight change in how we pronounce it. So when you see little over here, the first L is the clear L and the second L is the dark L. There's a very slight difference in pronunciation, and if the first allophone, that is the first L, if it replaces the second L, or if the second L replaces the first L, it doesn't make any difference. It remains the same. So we have over here little. We have little in we have little over here, okay? So this little, if the last one replaces the first, or if the first replaces the last, there is a slight change in the sound, but it is not going to change the meaning of the word. So this is what allophones is. There will be change in the sound, but there will be no change in the meaning, okay? So that is what allophones is.